Mo money, mo problems. The more money you get, the more problems you have. Just like B.I.G. said back in 90, whatever it was. But that video, when it cuts off and he says that was from earlier than 96 when Mo Money, Mo Problems came out. That either came out in 95, 96, 97. I forget exactly when it came out. It might have been 98, but I don't think it was. I think it was 97 because I know I was like 12 years old. And I was wrong when I said I was 10. I was like 11 or 12. So I made that mistake when I said that. But yeah, it's like, I know for me, like I know that minimalism is looked down upon from a lot of people. A lot of people say, I need more things to be more comfortable and to, feel more secure. But it's actually the opposite for me. It's like the less that you have, the less that you have to worry about. If you have a really big house and you have 3 cars and then you got to carry around more stuff. You have to pay more bills. Your water bill is going to be higher the more people that are in the house. This is why I like being in an apartment where the landlord pays for the rent, but it's only one room. That's all that I want. I only need one room to be in where I can do everything. You know what I'm saying? And I know for me, I will never live in a big house. Just for me, I won't live in a big house. That's just my preference. But yeah, it's like the minimalist lifestyle is looked down upon so much, and I don't understand why people want to have so many things and why we want to carry around all this stuff with us. To me, it's like extra baggage. You know what I'm saying? It's like the extra baggage in your mind that we carry around. And I'm doing whatever I can to get that baggage out of my mind. I don't want it in my mind. That's why I speak about learn from these things, learn from these doctrines, learn from these things, but then get rid of them. Take what you need from them. Take what you need from whatever it is that you're learning and then move on with it. Don't keep it. This is where we get stuck. We get stuck in doctrines. We get stuck in ideologies. We get stuck in what people are telling us, and then we're not moving on. We're just staying stuck where we're at. And that's why I think that so many people, they get like paralyzed because they don't move on from it. They don't let it go and just say, okay, I learned from it. Now let me move on, and live. Let me live. It's like, what else can you do about it, But yeah, for me, I know the less things that I have, the better I feel. When I have less food, I eat less. When I have less material things with me, I don't need to carry around as much. When I have less weight on my body, I don't have to carry around as much. It all makes sense when you think about it. And I don't have a problem with people that want more things in their life, or they want to have a bunch of things to feel secure, or they are just tired of washing one dish over and over again. Because me, I have one bowl, I have one spoon, I have one fork, I have one everything, one cup, and I don't even hardly use the cup. I have one mug that I use for coffee, and I have a mug that I use for water. And that's all I use. And then when it gets dirty, every day or two, couple days, I wash it and I use it again. And if I'd ever have to get up and go, I can just throw the mug, the spoon, everything in one bag, put it in with other things that I might have and go. I don't need to carry around a ton of stuff with me. And that's freedom to me, is having less, is making as much as you can with as least as possible. That's what I see as freedom. And that's why I keep telling everybody, the less that you have in your mind, the less that you're thinking about, the less pressure you're putting on yourself, the less you have to worry about things. You know, it's like he says, the more money you get, the more things you buy, the more things you have in your life, the more problems you're going to have, more worries you're going to have, more baggage you're going to have to take around with you. And most people, it's like they use this as a security thing. They want to feel secure. And I don't listen. If that's what you do to stay secure, that's what you do. I'm not talking down on anybody, and I'm not looking up to anybody. I'm just saying, if that's the things you do, that's what you do. But I know for me, it all correlates in with what I'm saying, because I was just watching this video with this one channel, and I listened to this guy myself, but I'm not going to say the name because there's a part of his channel that I don't agree with, because he says things like, we are the chosen people. I am chosen. And I absolutely disagree with this chosen bullcrap that people say. Who's to say that you are chosen? Like, even if there is a God, okay, well, what if God says that you're not chosen? You know, and you should be smart enough to know saying chosen is just like bragging and boasting. It's like saying I'm better than someone else because I am chosen. And don't we see from every single religion, every single doctrine, every single ideology, every single sect, every single cult, they all thought they were the master race. They all thought that they were the chosen ones. And look what happened. Adolf Hitler, he thought he was the master race. Look what happened. Every cult leader, they thought that they were the chosen one. They were the master people. Look what happened. I mean, these things speak for itself. Like, our tongues and our energy speaks for itself. You can tell a lot about somebody just by their energy, just by listening to their voice and what's coming off of their lips and their tongue. You can just tell. If you can discern things, you can just listen to what people are saying. Look at how they live. Look at the things that they're trying to teach you or trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell anybody anything. I am trying to decondition people. I'm trying to free people from the baggage of their mind. I'm trying to free people from the religions and the ideologies and all that stuff. I'm trying to free people here. That's what, and I'm not even trying. I am doing that as I'm speaking, because that's where my mind is. And like I said, it goes no further than I am. You know what I mean? I am what I am. I don't have to try to be anything. I just am what I am when I am. And when I'm that's what I'm being. That's what I'm expressing. That's what I'm telling people. It's not that hard. I mean, this is so easy. It's so easy. And even little children know this. They're not stupid. Little children know when you're forcing things upon them. Little children can sense when things are wrong. They give you that look because they know. And even when I was a child, I knew when I was a child that there was something wrong, or something had happened, or things were being forced upon me. I just knew this when I was younger. And don't ask me how I knew it, because I wasn't taught it. I wasn't told these things. I could just feel it. I could feel the energy. I could feel the vibe. It was just seeping off of people. And that's why even as a younger person, I always asked questions. I always looked into things for myself. Because when you understand knowledge, you realize that you cannot make anyone know something for themselves. It is impossible. It's an impossibility. The only way that people will learn and know things is if they want to do it themselves. You cannot force this upon anyone. You can't make somebody know something. You know, you can't tell someone to change, because If they don't want to change, then they're not going to change. If they don't want to do something different, they're not going to do nothing different. But I say this, and this is what I'll end the video with. Everyone expects the world to change. Everyone is saying this world needs to change. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. Why doesn't this happen? You know, all these things that we say. Yet no one is willing. Yet nobody wants to change themselves. Nobody wants to do anything for themselves, but they want the world to change. They want their communities to change, yet they're not willing to change something. They want politics and all this stuff to change, yet they're just going right along with what everybody's saying, and they're not going against the grain. See, this is the attribute of being a black sheep, of being an outcast, of being a rebel, of being a one that asks questions and is a skeptic. This is an attribute that people look down on. They think that it's a bad thing, when really it's like the lifesaver being thrown to you and saying, grab onto this and let it be what that's going to be. Don't try to make it something. Learn for yourself. Know for yourself. Go and get it yourself. If you don't know why something is, look into it for yourself. But see, most of us, we won't research for ourselves. We won't admit that we don't know something. We will not let our pride down. See, this is a thing too. I don't know if I'm going to name the video this, but religious pride is so dangerous. When these people say that they're chosen, it is such a dangerous thing, and they don't even realize that it's dangerous. They don't even realize that them calling themselves chosen is putting a target on their own back, and they don't even realize that because their religious pride is so strong. They're going by a doctrine so strong. And I'm just going to say this. Jesus was not religious. Jesus in the Bible was actually opposed to religion if you really read that doctrine, just that one doctrine. Because I won't lie to people, I got something from Jesus. I got something from the Bible. I took bits and pieces from it for myself, and I even apply it to my own life to this day. But I don't go around religiously Bible thumping people. I don't go around religiously saying I'm chosen and I am the one to teach everybody the way. No, you can't teach anyone anything. If they want to know what it is, let them read for themselves. If they want to know what things are, let them look into it and study for themselves. You cannot do nothing for anybody else but yourself. But yet these religious people, these people that go by these ideologies, they'll say, oh yeah, look out for him. He's a demon. Look out for him. He's your enemy. He's the bad guy. The person that is trying to decondition you, unbrainwash you, get you to quit conforming to the norm. I'm the wrong one. I'm the one that's trying to get all the baggage out of your mind and to help you live a free life so that you can actually live your life and have knowledge for yourself so that you can take accountability for yourself and be responsible for yourself. I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that doesn't know. You know, this whole thing is, it's the man in the mirror. This whole thing is the man in the mirror. If you're not willing to look at the man or the woman in the mirror, then you're lost. You're the blind leading the blind. Plain and simple. You know, it has nothing to do with religion or any doctrine. It's just most people are the blind leading the blind, and they don't even realize that they're doing it because they don't have the knowledge to understand what they're saying to themselves. And like I said, that's what I am. That is what I am doing. I am doing this myself. I'm getting rid of all the baggage. I'm every day starting over a clean slate. Every day I am saying this is a new day. Let me let go of everything from yesterday. Let me decondition my mind. I'm not just conforming to conform because everybody else is doing it. You see? And like I said, if you're someone like me, your energy, your vibes, what you are, and how you speak with your tongue, it will speak volumes for who you really are and the people that you attract to whatever you're doing, your platform. But I don't even want to call this a platform. I just call it a place where I can explain knowledge. That's all it is. And people can tell if they can discern things. It speaks volumes what you say and the way that you act and your energy. You don't even really have to say anything. Like if I was walking right now and you were just looking at me like this, like what do you see? What does your mind tell you? What does your thoughts tell you? Now there's a bug in my face, so I'm not nuts. There's a bug in my face. That's why I'm doing this. But see what I'm saying? You don't even have to say anything. You don't even have to say anything. It's like the way that when you walk into a room, people can just sense who you are most of the time. Then right when someone speaks, then you can really understand and see who they are if you can discern things. And I listen to most people and I realize that they don't know too much. They don't know too much of anything. Sorry to say, I'm not ragging on people or downing people, but yet again, a lack of knowledge destroys the people. This is the ultimate knowledge attainable. Is a lack of knowledge destroys the people. That is the ultimate knowledge attainable right there. You can't get any, there is no other philosophy, there is no other quote, there is no other saying, anything. But a lack of knowledge destroys the people. And how much knowledge do you have? And what are you using that knowledge for? That's what it comes down to. Later. Oh, that's right. I got a front-facing camera this time. Later.